So this time I'm talking about Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. So those who don't know, this is part two of a five-movie series about Newt Scamander and his adventures basically fighting this dude named Grindelwald, who used to be Dumbledore's Bay, who became a super duper bad guy, who then also inspires Voldemort to be a fucking super dick way later down the line, gets us to Harry Potter. So, this joint takes place directly after the last movie. Last movie, you know, you got Newt, and then he went to New York to find some old bird, a thunderbird, and he meets Tina and her sister Queenie and this regular dude named Jacob, and it basically becomes magical Doctor Who, right? And he tries to find this bird, and he got his little stick, his wand, is also like, his sonic screwdriver. And then he has to deal with like Colin Farrell being all Colin Farrell being all bad, but being like really charismatic. And then there's Ezra Miller, who's like this guy who would turn to like smoke and like blow shit up. And basically you find out that really it wasn't Colin Farrell, it was really Johnny Depp, who's this Grindelwald guy. And then he get captured, and then basically this movie shows him breaking out, and all like the magic cops and stuff are like, oh no, he got out, we gotta find a way to get him. And we gotta like kill the Ezra Miller kid, because the Ezra Miller kid ain't really good, right? Because he a problem, because this Batman Grindelwald got him. So Dumbledore goes to my man Newt, because Newt's been chilling, take care of his animals or whatever, in his like even bigger version of the TARDIS. That's his house. Magic TARDIS, because it's like bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. And he's like, yo, man, I need you to go get my need you to go handle this. I need you to go find the kids so Grindelwald can't get them. And Newt's all like, but um, why can't you do that shit? And Dumbledore's like, yo, I can't move against him, no. And he like, for real? It's some bullshit. So then, like, his Okabays pop up, Jacob and Queenie. Queenie put this bomb of Jacob in a little spell to love her or whatever. Because for some reason, magic people and human people can't really be together or nothing, whatever. Like, they figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? News like, you gotta take the enchantment off of him. And he's like, oh, baby, I love you, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. She leaves, she go to Paris. That's where her sister Tina at, who's now like a magic cop. And Newt got the vapors, right? He real thirsty. He's like, yo, I kind of like Tina. And so Jacob like, yo, let's go to Paris though. You know what I'm saying? Let's go find Tina. I gotta get my wife, my girl Queenie back. Anyway, let's go. In between all that, you meet this Batman Newt's brother, who tries to get Newt to be a special magic cop now. He ain't with that cop life. You see Zoe Kravitz fine ass as Letta Lestrange, and basically a bunch of adventures ensue where Johnny Depp is around being freaking Grindelwald, basically saying like humans is trash. We gotta take over because they're gonna blow everything up because they terrible. And I want to do whatever I need to make this happen. And then like Newt kind of gotta stop him and shit. So Magic Doctor Who gotta stop Magic the Master. And this is a lot of Doctor Who jargon for y'all. So if y'all ain't up on this, I think you can get the gist of it. But like, is the movie fire though? The movie's not fire. The movie's hella entertaining though, because it got some nice ass CG in it. I kind of wish I saw that shit in 3D. They have 3D at the screening. If that joint's in 3D, it might be more fire. Because it got a lot of stuff popping out on the screen, a lot of big ass creatures shaking around and stuff. I'm a 3D fan because I want more bang for my buck when it comes to movies like this. If you like Eddie Redmayne in the last movie, you gonna like him in this movie. He's able to keep that little weird, like I'm not looking you in your face, weird, gawky, and I say Doctor Who-ish style character. Jude Law's kind of fire as young old Dumbledore though. It's not everybody's gonna be happy because he's not super duper explicitly out gay. Because people kind of wanted him, I guess, basically say like, yes, he was my lover, blah blah blah. And he kind of just like, he's like, yo, he was mad close to me. That's like as far as he goes. I think that's fine because he just don't tell his business like that. Um, Johnny Depp is not even really a problem. He got you can have issues with him with his old personal stuff, but he's all right as a bad guy. Yeah, that Colin Farrell was a last movie though, so you sitting there like, yo, I don't even know why they changed him out. Yo, because Colin Farrell could have carried this joint all the movies though, and he about the same age as Jude Law anyway. This could have worked, but oh well. Ezra Miller really doesn't. He doesn't really have an arc other than like I want to know who I am, and he just kind of does some of the same stuff from the last movie, which is like explode and blow things up, and that's it. Uh, they got some other like Harry Potter characters, like this woman that turns into a snake. And I think eventually the snake is mad and part of Voldemort. Well, really, she don't do shit in this movie. All she is here is to be like Ezra Miller's like companion friend, like it kind of like keep him out of trouble. I can't even say a romantic interest because they don't even like, be partner like that. They kind of like partner like anime characters. Like they just happen to be one be a male, one be a female. Um, the Tina character is no purpose in the whole movie. Don't know why she's there. She's literally like she's probably easily probably one of the most underserved characters in the movie. Her whole purpose in the movie is to be like a reason for Newt to go to Paris. And then she gets hemmed up. And then she's a reason and she gotta be saved. And then she's just hanging around the rest of the movie. Um yeah, the movie's a little bit dark. Um they have some interesting set pieces, but they really don't do anything other than be set pieces. It's actually a little bit less interesting in terms of magical set pieces than the last one was. The movie takes a bulk of it takes place in Paris, and unlike the first movie where they bit this big clash in cultures, because in old Harry Potter movies you never saw America. So in the first movie you get to see America. You see how like America handles everything differently, and how the culture like New York in the 20s and how different it is, and like the architecture, Art Deco, and everything. They really made a point of this. In this movie, like unless they said it was Paris, you wouldn't know it was Paris. It's just like Europe. You don't see anything about the culture, how different like the people are, especially being that like in like the fourth Harry Potter movie, you got like to meet like the girls from the Paris like Magic Academy. You'd be like, oh, y'all could have like built up on that, but they didn't. Zoe Kravitz's character she's really good in it. Her character is hella her character got issues that I think people will not going to like because in a lot of ways like her story is like some kind. I don't even know if she did to plan this on purpose or if she. I don't know if J.K. Rowling can handle this well. This is gonna be straight spoiler. So they tell you the origin of Letta Lestrange, how basically like her mother was married to like this amazing, I think Nigerian, uh, maybe they're from Ghana or whatever, black magic people, right, from Africa, right. And this old Lestrange dude is so thirsty. He walk up and he enchant the African dude's wife because she's so beautiful. He enchants her and steals her. So he kidnaps the African woman from the African man, sex with her, impregnates her, and then she dies in childbirth. Then he doesn't care for his daughter, and then he just goes and like does it again. Like, I don't think there's another black woman. He just goes and like chance somebody else and rapes another woman, and then like goes and then like they have to take her. Then like they have to take her brother, and they get on the boat, which happens to be the Titanic, and the boat sinks, and she like switches the babies, and like her brother ends up actually dying because he falls in the fucking cold water and shit. But like, and then like she finds like her older brother. He tried to stop his mother. You know, her actual older African brother tried to stop the evil, like Parisian white dude. Basically, is European colonialism from stealing his mother, but he was defeated because his magic wasn't strong enough, and then he spent the rest of his life on hunt down this dude and like whatever he loves the most, which is this boy, and she's coming to stop and tell him the whole thing like, yo, that's not even that. Ezra Miller's not even my brother or our brother. Well, no, actually, it was his brother because he's not related. Because I accidentally killed this motherfucker like when I was a little ass kid. But it just gets weird because then it's like it becomes like this weird allegory for like you know, as I just said, European colonialism of Africa and like stealing women and the slave trade and all that type of shit. And I'm like, yo, J.K., do you really understand the magics you're fucking with right here? This is gonna have people feeling a whole type of way. I was sitting there like dumbstruck. First of all, it's like, yo, that little story in the right hands could be fucking fire. Also, I'm like, yo, magical African people, fuck all these European motherfuckers. Where the fuck is the African magic people? The Middle Eastern magical people? Because you know they got some dope ass magics and fucking genies and all types of shit. And fucking East Asian shit. Nigga, the Pacific Islanders, nigga. Fuck Europe, nigga. Fuck all of them niggas, man. Where's all the rest of the magical world? I don't give a fuck about Europe. But yeah, you might enjoy this movie. It's pretty. It's like a 3.5. If you ain't big in the big tentpole movies, just sit this out, man. If you really like the old Harry Potter joints and you wasn't messing with the last Fantastic Beasts, sit this out. You is not gonna be happy. The plot kind of goes all over the place and nothing's wrapped up because they know they got 5 movies. They don't gotta wrap up shit. This was literally like this whole movie was like a second act. There's no third act really. There's no actual resolution. There's no real actual good climax. There's actually no real setup. The setup is literally the last movie. So basically, like the Marvel movies, we ain't gonna get no ending until movie number 5. So it is what it is. I was entertained while watching it, but I also didn't spend no $10 to $20 on it either. So, you know, I don't know. You can go see that Widows though. Yeah, that's it on this one. Peace. You can listen to Ignorant Bliss on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and any other places you can listen to podcasts. You can also find this podcast on the Taylor Network of Podcasts. I would like to give thanks to all my Patreons on Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/Julian Lytle, Lytle. You can follow me by my name, Julian Lytle, and IGBL Podcast on Twitter for the Ignorant Bliss Podcast. You can also email the show at ignorantblisspodcast@gmail.com. Any questions, comments, or, whatever. Any likes or shares or reviews on our podcast is deeply appreciated. Also, you can check out the site ignorant-bliss.com.